Hi everyone, so sorry I missed you guys yesterday for Busted Out on Wednesday. I usually do a Busted Out video, which is me trying out some things I've had for a long time and hopefully encouraging you guys to bring your old items out. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. So for today, right now, just to get today kick-started, just get it going, get a little creative, I'm going to be playing with this that also arrived yesterday. This is the Studio Light stamp press. And it came in yesterday, but I didn't have time to play with it because I'll tell you why in just a minute. So if I have links to this, there will be affiliate links. I did pick it up from HSN. That means I would make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Sorry, so I know if you guys picked this up already, just having mentioned that I had picked it up, but it is now here, and so we're going to play with it. It looks really cute. Like this little chubby. Yeah, no, I had to pick up Miranda from school. She developed like a runny nose while she was at school, and if you guys recall, I kind of had a runny nose Sunday, I think, when was it, Sunday? I don't know. And then Dorian had it too, but again, we have allergies and we only had a runny nose, so it was like no big deal. She didn't have any kind of those, anything, you know, she went to school and developed it like midway through the day, I guess, so I had to pick her up and get her COVID tested, which was not bad, actually. She was really good. I was like, okay. And it was a self-swab situation, which was weird. But she let me do it and everything's good, and of course it was negative because the only person that would bring that to my house is basically the kids, because like we don't do anything. So I'm like, all right, great. So, and so, you know, we still don't know if it's a cold or if it's allergies. I'm assuming it's like a cold kind of thing because the way it went from, you know, Dorian runny nose, my runny nose, and then her. But either way, she's doing great. She's back at school and everything's done. But I didn't get to play yesterday. I just decided to take a personal day, you know, just her and I being lazy on the couch, you know, hanging out with each other. So, sorry guys that I wasn't available. But I do also want to say, I know whoever is coming here just to check this out, the review, I just, you know, this is how I do my channel. It's most like a vlog, so I do have other things to talk about today. I was going to bust out tulle, because I have tons of tulle, and of course I have tons of it. This is all I could find, to make like a shaker card, just because I was inspired by an email I got from Craft World, which is basically like the email Craft Stash puts out. And they did a shaker card with tulle, which I remember one of my subscribers had sent me before, a nice card with the tulle, and I thought, oh, that's sweet, but I can only find these crazy colors, and I thought, you know what, that'll work. So we will do that later today, you'll see that. But for now, I'm going to try this guy out. I've been curious, excited to get it, and we'll see. And I'm assuming maybe they're from the UK or something. Because again, yeah, because down here it says Studio Light _NL. Huh, interesting. But we will try it out. What I liked about this one is it is magnetized. It does come with the 2 magnets, and then of course it has the hinge, and we will see what's up. It just says secure paper with magnets, place stamp, no ink on paper, of course, flat side up. Press down, cover, to transfer stamp, put the ink on the stamp, press down, cover, and push. Open and repeat steps 4 to 5 if necessary, right? Oh, I like this already. Well, I like just looking at it, but on the back it has a no-slip kind of grippy back. I do like that it doesn't actually have like little things that are embedded in here, because a lot of times those things pop out, which I even have something like that similar. Oh, can I find it? Right here. Things just fall out the bottom of your little machines. Oh, anyway, I have a bunch of little pegs and I keep them because just in case I figure out what machine it came from. So they're back here tucked away. Stamp press, it says. This is kind of interesting. This is not what I expected at all. It's kind of like the We Are Memory Keepers, where, oh, this is cool. Okay, so see these little guys, they go in. That's, okay. I was curious. I'm like, how is this going to do with like clear stamps and also like rubber, like cling mounted stamps or cling stamps, things like that, because like this guy, he does okay with cling stamps, but not the best, because there's like no room, you know what I'm saying? The cling stamps are like this thick, where clear stamps are like maybe this thick. And I've used it before with my Local King rubber stamps. Those are the ones I can name off the top of my head, because hers are always red rubber stamps, the cling kind. And it was okay. I think one time I had a problem with it. Might have been the size. And then this is another We Are Memory Keepers one that has kind of like these little buttons like this other one has, but not really, because this is like silicone and they move. So this is what I always said. With this one, to me, it's not really about precision. This is just to use it. And it's hard for me, at least on this one, to line it back up. Now this is interesting. I totally forgot this was actually magnetized, as you can see. Huh. Well, it didn't come with magnets, so that's why I never paid attention to that, but it does have the magnetization, it looks like. I have tons of other stamp presses. These are the 2 that I keep kind of next to me that I can pull out and show you. So it's kind of interesting that it has that little kind of that thickness, right? So that means it's gonna work with those other ones, and then you push down, you know, so it can get thinner and thicker at the same time. Again, a hinge, it's kind of interesting. It kind of moves a lot. There's a lot of space up and down, so that's really good. Definitely geared towards the rubber mounted clear, like cling stamps, and then just regular clear stamps. I don't know like how much fidget room we have here. Of course, when you go to stamp, you want to just press straight down. It's not like you're gonna, but that little bit of give left and right, we'll see. We'll see when we get to stamping. I think it's just over 6 inches. As you can see on the top here, it looks like 6 1/4. I think in the description it says 6.33 or something. So just over 6 1/4 inches. It does have centimeters also on there. The grid is etched on the outside. I can feel that. This is very smooth. Love the colorway. And then we have the magnets holders that come with it. So I am just going to grab some paper and we will get started. This is just some white cardstock. So this is interesting right here. I know it has the magnets, but it doesn't have like a bump that stops it from moving, which is normally what I like to do, because I'm like, okay, I hit that bump and I know that's square, you know? So you're definitely gonna wanna use your magnets. And the magnets have like this little tab thing on this side and flat on the other, so of course I'll keep it that way. Let's see. That's okay, maybe that's not the best placement of my magnets, you know? I don't know. Is it better to place like one here and one there? Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little tighter. Who knows? I guess it depends on what you're stamping. Now I'm acting like I'm just ready to hit the ground running. I don't have any stamps in front of me. So let me, oh, you know what? Well, I have these. Oh, that one's really big. Hold on, let me see if I can. These little woodware craft stamps. Actually, let me see, do I have a set that I haven't tried yet? Yeah, let's use some of these, because I've already used these in the past. And that way you guys can see what these look like, because they have these on HSN also. Alright. And not that that one's really big. I just didn't want to start off with a big stamp, but this is a big stamp, as you can see. So let's see what happens here. Alright. So let's say we have it there. Let's say we have it here, because I know we like to save our paper. Or it just depends on what you're doing with your project, I suppose. I'm trying to see what's thicker. Yeah, this is pretty thin. It is thinner than the stamp, so that's good. And I do like to use this, and people ask me all the time. I already did a review on it. This is something that LGRS had sent for review. It's their Stampendable. And we'll see how this does. Okay. Let's see. So what happens with these kind of stamps, they're sticky, so you can get rid of that by stamping off a few times, or however you want to do it. Trying to think what I want to use. Just so I can wash it easier. We'll use this Rich Cocoa Memento. And you can lay it down. I always just keep it up in the air and I put my ink, but maybe it's better coverage if you lay the thing down. This is weird, because when I lay it down, like with the We Are Memory Keepers one, it makes contact already because it's just so flat. Right now when I laid it down, I'm like, yeah, it's not touching the paper yet. So, very interesting. Okay. That's pretty good. So this stamp is an interesting one to use because it looks rough, right? It's kind of like a stamp that's supposed to look distressed and crazy, but that's pretty good. I don't know. I guess what we can do is ink it up with a different color and stamp right over what we stamped to see as far as if it moves or... So I'm gonna use black now. See about the precision, right? Hey, I should do that next time I review things. I usually just stamp again and then it looks like shadowed or something, you know? So put that down. So interesting. Oh, I got a little fluff, sorry. Oh, something came off. That was fluffy. That looks pretty spot on. I don't know, I don't see... You can tell, because it'll look like feathered, kind of weird. Do you see that? I don't see that so much. Okay, pretty cool. Let me grab, again, like a rubber cling mount stamp. I don't know what they're called right now. I'll be right back. I'm a crazy person. I went and washed my stamp off, and then I came back here and I'm like, what was I gonna do? And then I just stood there for a while. I'm like, oh, that's right. I need the cling mounted rubber stamp. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna get this one from this set that I have, Paradise Blooms. Yeah, little Miranda was not happy to be at home. She's like, I miss going to school, which is so funny because when the school year started, she's like, I'm going to miss you. I don't want to go, you know. And apparently she adjusted right to it. Totally forgot her mama. All right, there we go. And then again, if there's any air bubbles, make sure to get those out because they're never going to stamp right if there's an air bubble caught underneath. So again, I will do Memento. Ah, I haven't used this in a long time. I forgot. She likes for you to kind of rub and then pop, 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 right? Because it's a big surface. Or use your markers, which I haven't done in a long time. Maybe we'll do that for Freeform Friday. Yeah, plenty of room for a red rubber stamp. I mean, this one did touch. When I closed it, it did touch because it's much thicker, right? But, you know. Okay, I can see I missed this section right there. I'll just go right back into it. Again, I can see there's also kind of bubbles in that area, so that might be the reason, but okay. Not too bad. So now let's do it in black again for the precision test. Let's see what that looks like. Again, rub, rub, rub. Pat, pat, pat. Just really ink that up. And let me see, I'm just putting it down. It did have a little bounce, but we'll see what that might look like. That's spot on. Perfect. That's all I want. When I get a precision press, that's what it's supposed to be. It's about stamping the same spot again, because in case you miss the spot, which happens, not just about having something that holds your stamp, right? Because we can do that with anything. I mean, you can just use a block for that, right? So I know I have other precision presses that aren't precision, but they are something that can hold a stamp, like the Crafter's Companion types. And I've already reviewed those. These guys were... Sorry, guys. Where are they? I know I put them somewhere else, and then here they are. These guys. So even with the base, you know, with the magnetic base and all that, it can still move within there, and I've never really had a great second stamping with these, but they're nice, and then nice and big, too, so... Well, at least this one is. There's different sizes. Alright guys, well that's all I want to do is try it out, and I'll be using this from now on along with, you know, my other press, but this one just because it's more contemporary. This other one people ask me about all the time, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry they don't make it anymore, because they got sued, you know? Like they don't make it. This thing's ancient, and this is actually the second iteration. Is this the one? Or the other one? I can't remember. No, it must be the other one. There's one where you can switch out. Yeah, no, it's this one. You can switch out these pieces, and then pop in some other stuff goes this way. It pulls out of here. I just can't do it, and I've never really used the other options. You know, I bought them because you know how it goes with your memory keepers. You want to try all the gimmicky stuff, and then, you know, I just use this part of it. But people ask me about it all the time, and they don't make it anymore. They make that other one, this guy. Oopsie. That is okay. It's not my favorite, but I use it because I have it. And that's it. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. This helped me get it into my mojo. I'm going to start with a review, or tutorial, should I say, not review, of using this stuff to make a shaker card, and we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.